Hello, my name is Juliet Nicholson, and I'll be going over the ESL, or English as a Second Language, learners, readers, for Charlotte's Web by E.B. White. So to start off, I'm going to go over the two activities I have for these guys. So the first one is, who am I? Students will be given several charts like these as we're reading through the story. Students will write the character's name in this first column. They'll be drawing what the character looks like based off of the evidence in the text. So what they read, how the characters are described, they'll be drawing how the character looks. And they'll be giving a short, simple description of the characters from the text. With this assignment, students will be identifying characters, identifying parts of the text to help them create their images of the characters, and they'll also be describing the characters themselves. The second part, this will be done. First, this part will be done while we're reading the text. The second part will be completed after we're done reading. This is a comic drawing. Students will be drawing with their characters that they've created the sequence of events that happened in the story. If students need more space than this, then they are welcome to grab another sheet, but this is all that they really need to use. Students will go through the different chapters and draw what happened in the chapters, and they'll be using the characters that they use. Alright, to go over the rubric for these two are both graded, but the comic is only worth 25 points of the whole grade. The actual Who Am I is worth 75 points. Overall, the characters are all main and supporting characters are listed. Will earn students 16 to 25 points. If most of the characters are listed, they'll be given 6 to 15 points, or if some or none of the characters are listed, they'll be giving 0 to 5 points. Character descriptions characters are well described and accurately described, they'll be given 16 to 25 points. Characters are described and somewhat accurate, they'll be given 6 to 15 points. And if characters are not described or they have no accurate description, they'll be given 0 to 5 points. The last thing for our Who Am I is character drawing. Characters are drawn as explained from the text, will be given full points, the 16 to 25 points. Most characters are drawn as explained from the test. Students will be given 6 to 15 points, and some or none of the characters are drawn as explained from the text, will be given 0 to 5 points. Now the comic portion, again, this is worth up to 25 points of the whole grade. The story sequence is accurate and matches the plot of the book. Characters are drawn as explained from the text. That's by students actually drawing it from, basically from the story of the book. They can earn up to a points of 25. Story sequence is mostly accurate and mostly matches the plot of the book. Students can earn up to 15 points, so this range is 6 to 15 points. And lastly, the story sequence has little accuracy or somewhat matches the plot or has no accuracy. Students will be given 0 to 5 points. These two activities, to touch on Bloom's taxonomy, these two activities, students will identify the characters, will analyze the characters based off the text. They'll draw the characters from the images they see from the text, and then they'll also describe the characters. They'll be creating a plot, or they'll be creating a sequence of events kind of chart in their comic drawing. So this is basically a sequence of events drawing that they'll be creating to help them understand what goes on during the book. So this activity really touches on the standard by students using the text to help them create or develop the characters, images, and then they'll also be using the information to help them describe the characters. So they'll touch on evidence from the text to go over what happens in the book and describe the characters. And then this also helps the ESL learners how to find information from the book and be able to put it down to show that they're actually understanding what's going on and understanding the different characters.